Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. And the first thing I wanted to say was thank you all for over 50 subscribers. It is a huge accomplishment, and I'm extremely thankful for everyone that's even paid attention to even one of my videos. And I just wanted to explain why I've been gone for a little bit. It's pretty much because school started up. And in that time, there's been a lot going on, and I've been pretty busy. I'm gonna try and go back on my standard upload schedule, but I can't guarantee anything, so I apologize in advance, and I apologize for my absence. But I wanted to cover some juicy things that Roblox has done, which has pretty much made everyone practically hate them. If you don't know, they recently did this kind of age verification type update where an AI would determine your age. If the AI messed up, you couldn't change that at all. So a lot of people got incorrectly scanned by the AI. And what ended up happening was so many people ended up getting incorrectly scanned by the AI to the point where it was a massive turnoff. And I know that as well. My friend didn't even scan his face, and now he can't even use chat or voice chat, which is also extremely concerning. And they're trying to do this so that way predators can no longer go after children. But if you really think about it, think about this. Predators can literally just use like a child's face, like a picture or whatever of a kid's face, get into kid servers, and then boom, they're in. It's not a helpful workaround. The one thing that I think is important to take away from this mainly right now is the fact that you can't just have computers moderate. There's a level of human that needs to be incorporated with this system. And even though they're actively doing changes to fix this, I don't really know how well it's gonna end up going over. Because let's be honest, the last few times that they've tried to fix something, yeah, it didn't go over that well. You know, I give them credit for actually responding to the community for once, but I think it's still incredibly disheartening to the fact that they're rolling out these changes and they're not listening to the community as, like, we told them not to. They're not listening to what we said. They rolled out the changes, and only now are they going back and saying we messed up. I haven't been affected by this update directly, but I know my friend has, and I know that a lot of big people have been affected by this update. It will genuinely take a lot of perms away from your account. I know that if I was an adult and I scanned my face and if thought I was like 11-year-old, they wouldn't put me in with the adults, and that would just be horrible. And if it was a child and they thought they were older, that would also be horrible. Like, it's genuinely, the AI system is like not worth it right now. And the update that they just rolled out kind of messed up Roblox and made a lot of people actually quit. I know my friend doesn't want to do Roblox anymore because of this update, and it's kind of disheartening because now if games are even remotely based on voice chat or text chat and he hasn't scanned his face or got put in the wrong group, then he will not be able to play that game and have perms taken away from him just because the AI guessed wrong. This system is incredibly bad, to be honest, and I don't know why Roblox ended up rolling it out the way that they did instead of just hiring human moderators, which probably would have been the easiest option. See, the problem with Roblox here is that instead of directly taking care of the predator problem, they're kind of building around it. It's the equivalent of when you're making a game, instead of fixing a bug, you just hide the bug, so that way it's not noticeable whatsoever. And I feel like that's kind of what they're doing at this point. They're not doing anything to directly fix the problem, rather than either hide it or do cheap workarounds, which is not the way to go when we're approaching such a serious issue. If there was a fatal flaw in like a security software or something, and the company, instead of fixing the fatal flaw, decided to just hide it or use a cheap workaround, it would eventually break, and then that would be extremely untrustworthy and put a lot of people at risk. And that's kind of what this update is kind of doing now. It's not a great update, and I personally haven't scanned And the reason I didn't scan was because I actually, and this is crazy, I used a picture of my dad's ID to get around this update, and it still said that it was like completely fine. And I know the newer update is kind of like building upon this. And I know the other update that I'm describing kind of right now came out a little bit ago, but this new update is just absolutely insane. They really messed up the entire things by either thinking they were too young or completely getting rid of perms or anything when it was not needed whatsoever. And I know personally that even though I uploaded a crappy grainy picture of my dad's driver's license, and the fact that it worked is just crazy. And to be honest, it's probably the reason I have the perms I do on Roblox right now, because my friend didn't upload a picture of anything, and now he's kind of just like getting overshadowed. He completely lost his voice chat perms, he completely lost his text chat perms, but the craziest part is the fact that it's like Roblox, yeah, they're trying to change it, but I feel like Roblox does too little too late. And the problem that they first tried to quote unquote fix by removing schlep has now become all Roblox is known as, which is a place where predators can just come up and meet minors without any consequences. And the worst part about this is the fact that Roblox is issuing out these updates to try and fix it instead of, like I said, directly fixing the problem. See, the problem here was that removing schlep, while it wasn't a good thing to do, probably wouldn't even matter anymore if they still directly took care of their problem. And since the fact that they're not even doing that, they're, like I said, they're finding cheap workarounds for a solution that's probably easily fixed by human moderators, which is also something Roblox doesn't want to spend the money on. Roblox issued a kind of like they're fixing everything, but like I said, I feel like they're doing too little too late. It's a much bigger problem now. I feel like what they should have done a while back ago at this point is genuinely hire human moderators. Enough of them so that way when there's a complaint, at least one or two moderators can investigate these claims and ban a person if it actually is needed. But no, they invest their money into AI, which I think shows the kind of state that the world is going to right now. Because to be honest with you, I don't think the AI is really the answer for anything. It's just replacing humans at this point, if we have to be honest with each other, and it's making things a lot worse when they don't need to be. And getting your perms completely removed on Roblox really does suck, and it pretty much made my friend quit the game because he couldn't even do anything to the point where it wasn't even worth playing games, because he could do so little that it literally was not even worth playing any games on Roblox anymore. Well, let's say you're in a situation, you have 3 doors. One of the doors is the only way that you live, right? And you just guess what door that is. That's kind of what's happening here. And I'm sorry for like the, I guess, weird analogy, but if you had to really be honest, it's kind of what it's doing. Roblox is guessing ages. Roblox is taking away perms when people don't deserve it. It's pretty bad, to be honest with you. The situation has gotten bad. Regardless if Roblox responded or not, I still feel like they're doing too little too late. Regardless of how they roll out this update, regardless of what they try to do to bring their community back, their mistakes will still be left behind in some matter. And I don't think that's something that anyone can change besides Roblox. And I don't think even they can change it at this point, because they've not done enough updates when it was actually needed. And now that everyone knows, they're completely drifting away from the platform in a way that I don't think we've ever seen something like this in the history of Roblox. Like, sure, we have seen fatal crashes before of Roblox, servers being down. We've seen people and hackers get exposed, predators, infamous people getting exposed. But I think the fact that the predator problem itself now that is becoming to light, I don't think we have ever seen this kind of problem come to light from Roblox before. I'm not sure. I haven't played Roblox since it was like made and everything, but as far as I'm aware, we haven't. And Roblox's method of fixing this is just kind of rolling out small patches that don't really do anything and are easily cheated, and I think that's a big issue that Roblox needs to take into account. Because, to be completely honest with you, it's not it's not a great system. It's really not a good system, and I know people that have suffered from it, and it's not just my friend. There's other people that have suffered from it, and it's extremely annoying. But yeah, that's about my rant. I don't really have anything else to say about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it took a long time to put out, but like I said, school is just, school is something else sometimes. So, thank you. God bless. Have a great day. Remember to like and sub if you're enjoying. Please tune in for the next episode of White Boy Rants, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.